Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? Playing some Fenrir today, and why? Why are we playing Fenrir? I don't know, man, because I didn't know what to play. Oh, it's Zach. Wow, okay. Yeah, Zach's actually a viewer, like both on stream and on and on YouTube. I think he watches both, at least a little bit. So this should be interesting. We're gonna start off with Transinionce and Gooseberries. Some people like to go Golden Blade. On Fenrir, I realized I didn't finish my thought just then. I'll get to that. But I realize a lot of people like to go Golden Blade on Fenrir. I don't think it scales very well into the late game. Because for one, I don't think he needs movement speed that bad, which is one part that's really nice about Golden Blade. And for two, he scales really well with power and actually has decent clear, especially if you consider the whole Gooseberries things. You know, it's basically just a Golden Blade right there once you get it online. And it does take a little while for Fenrir to get it online, but either way, that's what we're doing. I don't know what relic I want though. It's been a minute since I played this game. Let's just go Shell, be safe in the early game. Why not? Because I think this is one of those matchups where as long as I'm chilling in the early game, don't stress it out too much, and we do okay. Once we get to the mid-late game, we should be smooth sailing. I'm assuming he's going to start his blue, because honestly, why wouldn't he? I mean, he could start lane actually against a Fenrir. He could try to out-clear me kind of thing. But Fenrir is pretty dangerous to lane against. It depends on the god, really. Some gods just get annihilated on wave 1. Some gods can keep their distance pretty well. I think a big part of it depends on whether they walk into the minion wave or not as well. Ooh, like if I can hit him and the minion wave, I mean. But anyways, I was trying to say a moment ago. Sorry, I have to keep like... My nose is clogged, man. I know that's not what you guys want to hear, but I'm so freaking mucusy right now. I might be coming down sick, I don't know. But I'm playing Fenrir because, I don't know, I haven't played this game in like a week. Or like, maybe not a week. Like, I haven't played this game in like a few days at least. You guys know I haven't been uploading and stuff. I haven't been streaming, none of that. I've been getting ready. Long story short, I've been getting ready for SMITE Worlds. That comes up, I believe it starts... Actually, I don't know what day it starts, but I'm leaving January 9th, I believe. So, in a few days. Just in a few days. Well, I guess a little bit more than a few days. But anyways, point is, my excuse for slacking, which isn't a great excuse. I know I should still be able to do it all, but I'm an idiot. My excuse for slacking is I've been doing a lot of stuff, like an eye appointment. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get new contacts for Worlds. Getting some new clothes, getting travel things, because I've never had like a suitcase or anything like that. Like just a bunch of silly stuff I've been doing all week long, preparing for Worlds and stuff like that. So that's why I haven't been around, and I apologize. I don't want to make any promises, so I'm not going to. But one idea I have that I might do, maybe, I don't know, is I might do a bunch of pre-records for Worlds, because I'm going to be gone for like a little less than a week, like 6 days or so. The event is like 3 days, but I'm going for 6. So I might do some pre-records for that time. Some good old some ready videos ahead of time. Dude, I can't even English right now. This is bad. Oh, anyways, to get back to my point. So why are we playing Fenrir? It's because I haven't played this game a lot recently. I think I played Slash with Lizzie on our Smurfs one day, but aside from that, I've not been playing this game much, and so I was like, what's a strong character that I can do like a little bit of a clickbaity title, but it's also true, like it's true clickbait. This character is Nutto mode. Character is insane. He just got nerfed a little bit like forever ago, and so people gave him up. But yeah, this character is very, very good, and no one is picking or banning him. At least that I saw last time I played 4 days ago. And I think it's kind of crazy because this character is pretty easy to play, pretty easy to pilot overall, and is actually very strong. I mean, it's kind of a rhetorical question, like why is no one playing him? Because I really know the actual reason. The reason is because his early game isn't as straightforward. Like it's a little harder to clear the wave and to sustain yourself through the laning phase than just a hunter or a mage, right? But still, man, like that shouldn't be a reason for you guys not to play him. Like he's a very strong character. You just just do what I do. I've just been sitting here talking about nonsense for 3 minutes straight, just trying to clear minions because I know that this isn't my best fighting point, because I need to get, enough points into my abilities to clear the wave efficiently. I could ult and bite him there, but I'm not going to. Oh. But I need points into my abilities. I need defense. Usually melee characters love their defense, so that way they when they get blasted by abilities as they're walking in, kind of thing, they can mitigate some of that. Go away. What? He didn't even jump over the wall. Oh, he didn't ult it. I was just trying to burn his ult there. Alright, yeah, I risked it a little bit there. Like, I truly didn't know if that was the right play or not, but either way, I was gonna risk it for the biscuit. So I knew that my brutalize was coming up, and she can't cancel it. The only way she could cancel it is if she stopped her own house and then was lucky enough to have a silence on her 1, for which, for those of you who don't know, Baba Yaga's 1 is RNG. Sometimes it's a slow, sometimes it's movement speed, sometimes it's defense. I think, I don't know, don't quote me on that. But the point is it's a random effect. So she would have had to have her 1 back up. You can 3 my ult. Yes. She would have to have her ability back up, and she would have had to have the RNG on her side. So, and even then, I don't think she would have killed me. I think she would have just got me really low, and I would have had to run away. So, take a little bit of a risk there. I'm surprised he didn't ult my ults, because to be honest with you, you know, if we're being honest here, guys, I played that whole fight pretty slow. Like, I don't want to say that my decision making was bad. It was more of just like my reaction time. It took me forever to ult him there. It took me forever to decide when I wanted to jump, etc. Oh, so I am surprised. I think he's gonna try to steal something over the wall. No, he's not. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. Have I feel like I still haven't finished my point, dude. I'm so rusty. I'm playing Fenrir because he's a strong character that I can clickbait a little bit, and also because it's my roots, you know? I haven't played this game in a little bit, and so I'm a little bit rusty, but I can jump right back into the Fenrir action. Like, my roots, I think, like, if anybody watched me back in when I started doing content on Twitch, when I started streaming in 2019, I think it was either the beginning or the end of that year, I don't remember, but for those of you who watched me back then, you guys would probably know that I am, at heart at least, a true melee main. I do dabble in the mages here and there, and lately I've been playing hunters, but I do love myself some... Ooh, come on. No! I feel like he actually waited to throw that. I feel like he thought one of my autos was going to kill it when it didn't. Oh, see, that's that silence I was talking about earlier. He should just ult this. He did. That's that silence I was talking about earlier. That's the only way Baba can break the brutalize. Well, actually, that's not the only way. She can jump it as well with her 3, but the only problem with that is the actual process of winding up the 3 takes like a second or so. And so I think I can get at least 1, 2, maybe even 3 brutalizes off before she gets it off. So like, while she can break it, it's not like an instantaneous kind of thing, so not the most reliable. I wonder if he's going to throw random, like if you throw your 1 in the base as Baba, you can, you know, roll the RNG of what you're going to get. I wonder if late game or mid game, if we even get to that point, right? I wonder if he's going to end up just throwing his 1 in the base to try to get the silence before he walks up, so that way he can guaranteed stop it. But the beautiful thing about Fenrir is his late game prowess, his amazingness, his awesomeness, actually doesn't just come from brutalize. In fact, most of the time it doesn't, I think. The only time brutalize is really that insane is when they just can't cancel it ever. Like ever. That's when it's really sick. But the strong part about Fenrir is actually just all of his abilities and auto canceling in between with autos, with hydras, and maybe even crit if you're really feeling spicy, right? So what I'm getting at here is late game, I could hit this guy with 0. I mean, I'll probably hit him with 1, right? But I could hit this guy with 0 or 1 brutalized ticks late game and still kill him just fine. Hey, I'm kind of just reaction timing him a bit. I'm testing his reaction time because I did bait him a little bit by walking away. Obviously not very well, but I tried to bait him a little bit by walking away there. And also because he was really slow to ult the first one, so I kind of thought, you know, And I'm still kind of thinking that he'll eventually be slow enough for me to get him one of these times. If he can make that mistake once, he can make it twice, right? But I don't necessarily need to do that. I could just jump on him and then ult him, and it'd be fine. Like, I could stun him. It's just I like to be, and maybe this is weird, but I like to be a little bit unpredictable on assassins in general, but especially ones like Fenrir and like Hunbats and stuff like that have like these beads burner ultimates. I like to try my best. Sometimes I like to be unpredictable, and sometimes that requires being predictable. And you may say, well, what does that mean? Because that just sounds like a whole lot of hoopla, right? And what it means is, like, say I do that exact play like 3 times in a row, right? Like, I just keep ulting him like that. I think eventually, like, he's going to start to predict me because, like, I'm baiting him is what I'm trying to say. Eventually, he might do something. Oh, he might think that I'm going to do that, and then I do something else, and then, oh. Dude, he's just throwing things at me, man. Alright, at this point of the game, I really shouldn't be passive at all, I will say. Okay. Oh. The problem right now is I've already taken a bunch of damage before I decided to be like a cool guy and fight him. Dude, the red buff's up. That sucks. Is he gonna try to stun my back? No, he's just gonna go for the red. Smart. Smart. I am just going to clear the wave the best I can, walk away, call it a day. Get my hydras online. Oh my goodness, dude. These darn mage players. Oh, he has beads now, which I actually should have thought about. I should have thought about that. I really need to just stop worrying about my ult at this point. I mean, I think my ult's really good for, like, especially getting me out of bad situations or to bait for time kind of thing. But it's not just a ult him off cooldown kind of ult. I mean, I guess it could be, but I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking this matchup. It doesn't really need to be this hard. I just need to jump on him and auto attack him. Call it a day. Hopefully, that's the idea. Hopefully, I don't miss my sunders. Yeah, I didn't expect him to ult that. That was kind of weird. Because I actually did an even worse ult because I ulted after he ulted, which was kind of bad. Alright, we owned him a bit. We could go force fire right now. But honestly, I don't want to. Honestly, I'd rather not. Reason, because it's just she could rush out of base and get there in time potentially, and it's also just like, I don't really care that much to rush this game, to be honest. I kind of want to get to my item and show you guys how strong this is. Now, that's not to say that I'm doing the whole, like, playing with my food and letting him win or letting him survive kind of thing, because I'm not. I'm just not literally leaning into my monitor with full, you know, intent to PvE this guy. I'm just playing it like I normally would, probably on stream. Now, if this was a tournament or something, you know, where like there's a lot on the line, maybe that's a bit different, but just playing like I normally would. I don't know if I should upgrade my Sunder. No, I don't think so. I was gonna say upgrade my Sunder or go into crit here. I think I'm just gonna go into crit. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna buy a power potion here, which is delaying my crit, and it's showing her that I have crit with $0 in my bank account pretty much, meaning she has plenty of time to buy Spectral, but oh well, not a big deal, I don't think. But he got a power pot too. What? How did I just get knocked up by that? Was I not ulting? Maybe I guess I bit her too early. Yeah, I mean, that's the only logical explanation, is like I must have used my ult too early, but I could have sworn I was going to immune that with my ult. But I suppose I bit her. I think she had a power pot there too, actually, so that's going to hurt her a lot. I think, to be honest though, I think the power pot play by him, assuming he did have it, maybe I didn't see it correctly, I don't know. But the power pot play was risky by him, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like if he doesn't do something like that, he's just gonna let me farm up to the point where I win the game instantly anyways, so it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, I think. I don't really want to fight him right now, just off the simple idea that I want to get this Deathbringer. I don't know what I was gonna say there. It was an idea. I like lost my word. Simple principle, maybe? That's what I was gonna say. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Fenrir is insane, man. Like, you guys haven't even seen the crazy power. Like, because I've had some pretty funny reactions on my stream to, like, late game Fenrir and stuff. And you guys haven't even seen it yet. Like, when you get 6 slot with the red buff, you actually just decimate people. Which I can still decimate people now. I mean, I did just beat him up a second ago. I'm just saying, like, they actually go poof into smithereens. I don't have runes, even if he did end up making a mistake and like not going into his fountain before he deformed, because then I could stun him outside the fountain. But by the time he's out of his house, he probably would have went in either way. Let's go with this one. Lower his healing a bit. I didn't even notice he started Bankroll. Dude, I haven't looked at his build at all this game. Okay, I feel like I'm not playing at peak performance right now, but like you guys have to admit, okay, given the fact that I have played a total of like 5 Smite games in the past like week and a half, okay, I think, you know, I think I'm doing okay. Definitely not playing up to my like normal standard I would keep for myself, but like I do have to consider the fact that I have like, of course I'm not paying attention to certain little details. I've been playing literally, not only have I not been playing very many video games in general recently, but the video games I have been playing are games like World of Warcraft and stuff like that, which has very different, like I'm full zoomed out on that game and everything's different. So of course. Dang it. Dang it, man. I just need to land a stun. Stop being a noob. Like, I have crit. All I need to do is land a stun and get a little bit of luck on my side. Just a little bit. Oh. Oh. Dude, landing a stun is too hard in this game. Maybe that's why people don't play Fenrir. Never mind, guys. This god sucks. Give it up. I could front door the Titan a little bit, but honestly, I don't have an attack speed build or like an oboe or anything, so... Well, I could do it. It's not going to be, like, super effective. I mean, that's his ult, and I didn't use anything. Oh, but he's defending his Phoenix, I see. Alright, so I played that one kind of sloppy too, but you guys get the idea, right? I basically just was doing nothing but trying to Hydra's cancel. I don't even know if she beats my ult there or not, because the truth is, like, I would have dropped her either way, because I right-clicked my ult. Because the entire purpose of my ult was to do a little bit of burst damage. I'm just going to play it safe here. I don't want to die to the Titan. We're going to get our minion. Oh, wait, I mean, I have a freaking shell. Why didn't I use that? Have I used the shell the entire game? Have I used the Sunder the entire... Oh my goodness, I understand I'm against a Baba Yaga, which is not like a super high tier character, but I have won multiple games with Baba, first of all. Also, there's not that many super OP characters right now. They kind of banned all of the good dual gods. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but they kind of did. So yeah, Fenrir stomps, like, I don't know. That should tell you right there. Of course, if you're against like a super high pressure hunter, you might have a harder time in the early game. Like if you're against whatchamacallit, if you're against like Cernanos or Medusa. I'm not saying Fenrir can't beat those gods, because he most definitely can, like late game. It's just those gods kind of pressure really hard in the early game. Let's say GG to Zach here. Also, let's mute my smite so you guys don't have to hear the background noise that keeps playing. I mean, you don't hear it right now because I'm tabbed out, but okay. So anyways, my point I was trying to make there is I actually don't even think, maybe I used the shell like once, and maybe I used the Sunder like once, but regardless, I don't think I really even used these relics. I could have just went like blink and teleport to tower, and this game probably would have still been, you know, pretty much the same, especially because I wasn't even considering this, but this Deathbringer glyph actually helps remove shields, which is like Baba's ult. So I'll be honest, I don't regret the shell that much because the purpose of the shell is actually just to get me through the early game. Like I just wanted to survive the early game and chill and do my thing and farm. I do regret the Sunder a little bit because I never really even used it to begin with, and also because this removes shields and stuff, so I didn't need it as bad. Also, I just realized my microphone's been a little bit close. I don't know if that makes a big difference or not, but hopefully I'm not too loud. I don't know. But yeah, I do regret the Sunder a little bit. I could have gotten like anything else. I could have gotten beads. I could have got Blink, Sprint, Aegis, you know, horrific. Like literally anything else probably would have been better. But I think that kind of proves my point a little bit. Zach is like a Masters GM player. I don't know. I honestly have no idea if he's hit GM before or not. But I think he's at least a Masters level player. Maybe you can reply in the comments down below. Zach, let me know. So I had to pause there for a moment. But yeah, I basically didn't even have any relics, and I kind of just AFK farmed for a little bit and then won every fight. Like every fight that didn't go super well for me, you just disengage and jump over a wall. Like that's one of the most strong, like that's the biggest strong point of Fenrir. And it's like, yes, of course, you're gonna have a hard time clearing a little bit. You're gonna struggle in the early game a little bit, depending on the matchup, depending on the player. But generally speaking, even when you can't clear the wave that well, and even when you're getting beat up, you just jump over the wall, and then they jump over the wall to follow you, and then you brutalize over the wall, and then they have a second jump, which is nearly impossible, but I guess some gods, whatever, and then you use your ult and you get out, and then when your ult's over, the Apollo ulted you, and then you could jump over a wall again, and then the Apollo has blink, and then you could brutalize over. You get the point. He has 2 jumps. It's very, very, very strong. CC immunity, movement speed, 2 jumps. He's very hard to kill. Any fight that doesn't go well for him, like any fight you guys saw me miss my jump, which was a lot, by the way. We don't talk about that. That's very embarrassing. I'm a noob. Anyways, anytime you guys saw me miss my jump, it's not that big of a deal because, first of all, this character can't punish me that much. So there's that. But also because Fenrir is just very good at getting out, you know? Like maybe if you're against like someone who does like 1,000,000 damage, like a Medusa or something, it's a little bit different. But generally speaking, if you jump on a Hunbats, you know, and you miss your jump and you're really that scared of him, you maybe ult his ult, you jump over the wall. Like you just get out. It's not that hard, right? Maybe Hunbats is a bad example because he has a jump and he has a thing that can follow you over the wall, his monkey bounce. But either way, you get the point. Very safe, very strong, decent clear, high burst, one-shots people late game with Hydra's procs and crit. If anybody's curious, I would go this build probably every single game. If you're against, in last item, it can really just be whatever you want. It can be another crit item. It can be oboe to end the game. It can just be a pin item like, I don't know, like Heartseeker or something. The last item really just does, you could go Aussie and double lifesteal with the 2, although I wouldn't really recommend that, but you could. I think the main thing is just to get these 5 items and you'll be chilling. I don't know. Is there anything else I wanted to say besides? Oh, I mean, if I was against a physical god, I think that going breastplate is viable. That's going to give you capped cooldown pretty early. Like if you get Transcendence breastplate power pot, you're capped cooldown. Or if you don't like power pots, whenever you have the blue buff or whenever you get this Hydra's 4th item, you'll be capped on cooldown, and that's going to be really big for you. Or if you're feeling extra spicy, depending on the matchup, and you don't really care that much about cooldown, or maybe you're a power pot person, you like to buy those potions of power like I do. What you could do is go Transcendence Berserker's Shield, serrated, and then you'll have 10% cooldown, and then you buy your Hydra's, that's 20% cooldown, and you buy a power pot, you'll have 30% cooldown and have a ton of attack speed, and be a little bit tankier with the breastplate because it has like has HP 5, and it has the 5% mitigation. So I think breastplate or berserkers would be fine. Second slot, it really just depends on you. Breastplate is the much safer option. Berserker's Shield is the more volatile, more rewarding option. I appreciate you guys for clicking on the video. Again, I need to get a tier list up before Worlds. That's what I need to do. I don't know if I'm going to do pre-records. I don't know what's happening. I apologize. The only thing I can promise you guys is that after Worlds is over, which is, I think, the 14th or the 15th of this month. I don't know. After Worlds is over, the content grind, no excuses. I will be grinding content. I will be back. I won't be flaky anymore. It's just been a little bit rough for me recently, and I apologize. But yeah, I'm not flaking out. I'm not going to disappear. After Worlds, the content grind resumes. Thank you guys so much for clicking the video, and give it a like if you enjoyed. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.